Dear liberals, please explain what Obama is doing in this photo. And then shut up about Trump. Leftists' hypocrisy is a very real and very concerning mental health issue and should be addressed as such. Democrats for years have supported and even funded and backed many unsavory characters over the years, but in today's alternate reality, the left says it is all Trump's fault and the right is full of hate. Really? When Obama himself attends the funeral of one of history's most well-known and accomplished KKK leaders, and waxes poetic about the man, there tends to be vast evidence that the left is absolutely insane. Hillary was quite fond of Byrd as well. It is things like this that are swept under the rug and not mentioned publicly while the left rallies against monuments. According to 100% Fed Up, the Democrats and their allies in the media have spent most of this entire week condemning President Trump for blaming both sides for the violent confrontations in Charlottesville, Virginia. The problem is, President Trump never once condoned the actions of the KKK or the Nazi sympathizers. Trump simply said that both sides, including the violent Antifa and Black Lives Matter protesters, were at fault. Where was the condemnation from the media and the Democrat Party when President Barack Obama eulogized the former KKK Grand Dragon Robert Byrd? In the early 1940s, a politically ambitious butcher from West Virginia named Bob Byrd recruited 150 of his friends and associates to form a chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. After Byrd had collected the $10 joining fee and $3 charge for a robe and hood from every applicant, the Grand Dragon for the Mid-Atlantic states came down to Tiny Crab Orchard, Virginia, to officially organize the chapter. As Byrd recalls now, the Klan official, Joe Lel Baskin of Arlington, Virginia, was so impressed with the young Byrd's organizational skills that he urged him to go into politics. "The country needs young men like you in the leadership of the nation," Baskin said. The young Klan leader went on to become one of the most powerful and enduring figures in modern Senate history. Throughout a half-century on Capitol Hill, Senator Robert C. Byrd, D.W. Virginia, has twice held a premier leadership post in the Senate, helped win ratification of the Panama Canal Treaty, squeezed billions from federal coffers to aid his home state, and won praise from liberals for his opposition to the war in Iraq and his defense of minority party rights in the Senate. Washington Post. When the KKK Grand Dragon died in July of 2010, President Barack Obama eulogized him, while Hillary Clinton sang the praises of the West Virginia Democrat Senator Robert Byrd she called her mentor. During his eulogy, President Barack Obama expressed his admiration for the KKK Grand Dragon and later, the U.S. Senator Robert Byrd, and as I reflect on the full sweep of his 92 years, it seems to me that his life bent towards justice, Obama said. Like the Constitution he tucked in his pocket, like our nation itself, Robert Byrd possessed that quintessential American quality, and that is a capacity to change, a capacity to learn, a capacity to listen, a capacity to be made more perfect. It sickens me to think that such a man was glorified by the left for the very things the left is claiming history should be erased for. Where were they when Obama and Bill Clinton were crying over Byrd's death? Where were they when Byrd himself was an acting KKK member at the same time he was in office? Many will use that whole line of "well, Byrd changed, and saw his faults." No, he didn't. Look at the pictures of him in office compared to in his KKK uniform. His age is the same in most. He never left the KKK and he never walked away from racism and hate. He helped form the very divide we see now, as did Obama. There are your warlords Antifa, there are your gods. This county was damaged by the lot of them, and it is going to be very hard to come back from. Someone needs to ask Obama what made him think that supporting the KKK was a good idea. The great divider himself. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.